So they said to me, "Do you like Vikings?" And I said, "No way." Good morning and welcome to Whenever You Are. I am Bandit Haze, and today I'm going to be playing Volgarr the Viking. Now, this is a game that's been recommended to me by Raider Cannon. It was recommended to me as a hard game, and I've played a little bit of this game, and yes, it is pretty damn hard, like no doubt about it. This is probably one of the hardest games I've played in a long time. It's old school hard as well, like proper 80s old school hard. Like, this game is not playing, as you know, ridiculous as that sounds, because it's a game. Of course it is playing, but still, this game ain't no joke. This game will take you apart. This game will push you to the absolute limits of sanity and leave you there. It is a hard game. Anyway, this is Volgarr the Viking. Now, the thing about this game, as hard as it is, and as much as you die, and yes, you will die a lot, one thing I can definitely say about this game from the hours that I've spent on it so far is that it is not cheap. Like, when you die, you know why you're dying. You know that you maybe jumped a little bit too soon, or maybe a little bit too late. You know that you didn't hit the enemy in time and they hit you. You know that you didn't do whatever it is you're supposed to do. You know exactly what you did wrong when you die. And you will die. Even when you know what you did wrong, by the way, you will die. When you go back and do it again, you'll still die again, because something else would happen that you maybe didn't anticipate, or that you didn't really think of, and that would kill you. Or you get so used to doing a certain thing, and then you get past it again, and then there's something else to kill. You just forget what you did because you kept dying on some silly thing before, and then you end up dying again on the thing that you even knew what to do, because you forgot it by the time you got back there again. The point is, you die a lot. And I'm not going to show how many times I die, because it'll just be that bit of whole video, really. But you die a lot. I mean, I don't know how much I can emphasize how much you die in this game, but imagine like Kill Bill and how many deaths there are in Kill Bill. Imagine all of that, but just like one person over and over again. In fact, to tell you what, that film, what's that film with Tom Cruise? The one where he keeps dying all the time and repeats in the day. Edge of something. I have to put it on the screen. Anyway, that is pretty much how many times you die in this game. Just over and 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 over. Yeah, you die a lot. So speaking of Volgarr, it was round about the 9 billionth time that I died that I started to think of Vulgar Display of Power, the album by Pantera. For those who don't know, Pantera are an old school heavy metal rock band, and they had an album out called Vulgar Display of Power back in 1992, 93, round about then. Anyway, on the front cover of the album is a gentleman who is being punched in the face. Now, I saw in an interview with Vinnie Paul, the drummer from Pantera, or former drummer I should say at this point, that person who was punched in the face was paid $10 per punch for that photo shoot, and was punched a total of 31 times, thus being paid $310 for that photo shoot. Now, here's the thing. That album went on to sell a lot. Like, I don't know the exact figures. I did try looking it up, and I couldn't really find them, but it did pretty well. I mean, this album, it wasn't like it came out and nobody knew about it. Pantera were a pretty popular rock band, and they're still popular in the sense that people know about them. They're not around anymore, but you know, even like 20 plus years later, or 15 years after they disbanded, people still talk about Pantera. That's how popular they are. So it's not like this album was like, you know what I mean? It was like a nothing album. It must have done pretty well, I'd imagine. Like a good few millions at least. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that this guy was paid $310, and $310, you know, it's a good amount of money. It could get you a PlayStation. Well, this is like 92, 93, so it would have been maybe a Super NES back then. Anyway, it's a decent amount of money, but it's $310 out of how many millions they would have made. The thing is, if you're going to do a photo shoot, get a contract, ask for royalties. And I appreciate that had nothing to do with the video game in question, but sometimes you think yourself that has nothing to do with the thing that you're doing, and you just got to share it because such is life. So I feel like by the time you get to the end of this game, you need to be rewarded with Odin coming down and taking you to Valhalla. Because I feel like, you know, the amount of times you die in this game, just the overall sheer number of death in this game that you experience, you need a proper reward. You need to be able to get to the end of this game and have something epic happen, because it kind of sucks when you get to the end of a game, especially games where they're hard and you die a lot and you put so much time and effort into it. You finally get to the end of it, and all it is thank you for playing or congratulations. And it's like, really, is that it? You know, I feel like just getting to here, just this bit, and this is like what, just the second stage maybe. Just getting to this bit took bloody ages and copious amounts of death to get to here. And you know, so yeah, you need like some kind of reward. Maybe the developers come to your house and give you money. That's always a good thing. Though, granted, that's maybe a little bit, you know, a little bit of a, you know, that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, you know, Odin coming down and taking his Valhalla, I think that's a bit more reasonable, where everything's like all shiny and chrome. By the way, this is called being a pussy. You know, when you're playing a game and you're dying a lot, and you finally get past that part that's been kicking your ass so much, and it's like, what? And now this? Now we're gonna deal with this? Come on, come on. That's what that is. And yeah, when you don't time it right, that happens. And now, ladies and gentlemen of the village, we come to the first boss of the game. Now, bearing in mind that it's taken me at least 2-3 hours worth of gameplay and at least a gazillion deaths to get this far, I'm not expecting to beat the boss first time. It's a hard game. I'm not going to beat the boss first time. I'm not expecting that. Trying to figure it out, make a few mistakes. It happens. I'm going to get killed, as you just see. Now you might be thinking, okay, maybe they just get you to start that boss section again. You went through all that death, all that hours of gameplay to get to just this bit here. Maybe you just start that boss section again and you can figure out the boss and then eventually beat the boss. Nah, you got to start the whole level again. And as if that wasn't bad enough, if you decide, you know what, I'm done for now. I'm going to quit out. I'm going to come back a few hours. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to come back whenever I want to come back. You do that and you start the whole game again. As I said, this is old school hard. And that is what I think of Volgarr the Viking Villagers. What do you think? I thought it was pretty good? Or, nah mate, it's a bit too low key. Let me know down below, and if you liked this video, give it a like and share it amongst your friends. If you did not like it, then give it a dislike and share it amongst your enemies. Either way, let me know your reasons in the comments. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and until whenever, if ever, bye!